she used her foot?
She used her foot.
Hi, I'm Sandra LaFawn with the National PTSD Service Association. And we're with Diesel and Diesel's family in the dark, right? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. This is a perfect time to train your dog. Train little bits at a time. But when all else is going on, you start with the food you're feeding your dog comes from you. So one of the things, and we kind of touched on this the other day, was challenging games where we give the dog an opportunity and ourselves an opportunity to have a little bit of space to sit down, right? And what this does is it starts working on scent work. We're going to hide the food in here, and you can hide it under here. It can be hidden in here. This works with Diesel-sized dogs and smaller. And then let's say Diesel finds the food under here. Diesel, you're so used to me, you know we're going to do something. It's like Diesel's listening to the directions right now. Yes, yes, exactly. Good girl. Okay. So then this thing also slides over, and there's another. So the dog is challenged, and the reward is food, but it's scent training. And dogs have millions of receptors. And what we're going to take advantage of is being in a fenced yard. Not always does it work to be out in the open when we have a little girl dog that's in heat. Just an unfexed male, we're never going to be able to have, if that's not a full working dog all the time, if you're not used to that, or a female that's in heat. So we stay in a fenced area for Diesel safety and for our personal enjoyment, because she's doing really good with the sit, stay, and the heel. So some dogs you have to do this where they can't see you. What do we do with the food?
It's right here. Yeah, it's right here.
Okay. So she's not, after about 3 or 4 times of doing that, you will have to do this where she doesn't see you. Okay. Right?
Diesel? Yeah.
See how she looked at you? Did the camera catch her looking at you?
Diesel, come here, girl. Come here. Good girl.
So,
good girl.
And
come.
Isn't that fun? How Erin gave the command twice. Now she knows to come on the second. Right? This is what's so fun about the virtual training, is that it gives ourselves a chance to come back and listen, because we okay. This has got a slidey thing on it. So even though you're watching me do this, ooh, this looks... See how she's looking at you like, Mom, this is going to be a game, we're going to have fun. We may have to move into the light, right? I don't know.
I think, I can see it, yep. I can see it.
She already knows this is going to be cool. This is the beginning of the scent work where Diesel's one of those high-performing dogs. We're going to end up, I'm not saying we're going to end up on the search and rescue team, but I mean, this does not accomplish the full breakfast, but this just gets us started. And she's right at the side. This is perfect for tiny, tiny dogs. Let's move into the light and watch her little brain work. So she got that accomplished. Oh, wow. Did she open that? Isn't this fun? Good girl. Oh, good girl. Oh my goodness. I don't even remember how many of these I stocked full, but when she starts sliding these, look at that. She's using her tongue and her teeth, but her tongue, right, Erin? And her lips?
Yep.
Is she using her lips to do that? She used her teeth. Look at that, and she didn't tear it apart. See? Yeah. Hi, Daddy. There's more. Her nose is telling her there's more. Look at her do it. That's an inventory check. Yeah, you move that one. Good girl. Inventory check. I moved that one. Now, probably the 4th or 5th morning in the row, she's just going to walk up and know, okay, I picked the white ones up.
Oh, there she's just slid something, but I don't think she meant to.
Now, the fun part is she has to remove the white ones to get the red ones to slide. Come back, check my inventory. Did she open all the red ones? She's got one more red one to open up, and she's gonna. From your angle,
she got it with her foot.
She
slid that. Yeah, yeah.
And she used her foot?
She used her foot. Oh,
she slid another one, but she slid it with her mouth.
And it was empty, but now she knows.
I think we got one more, right? Or did she clear it out? We'll watch her clear it all out. I know she. Okay. This is. Oh. She didn't break anything, it snaps. There you go. She slid another one.
Diesel.
Isn't this better than watching sports? To me it is. I mean, other than sports your kids are participating in. It is kind of a sport, but she wins.
Good girl, Diesel. Good girl.
Now let's watch her when she tells us she's done checking. Right, I need to put one under each slider to make it harder for next meal. Well, okay. I think that means we're done. Let me check her work. Hold on. This one doesn't slide so well. Good work!
Got them all,
Diesel? She is done. She got them all done. Isn't that awesome? Look at that work. Just a smart dog. And this is the rest of her breakfast. She did great work. I'm gonna pick. Yeah. All right. And one of the reasons when we do a sit and stay and we want to come to the dog, it's one of our emergency commands that also works at family Thanksgiving. And that is, let's say your dog ran to the other side of a busy street. And we'll associate a hand signal with it, but you want to say to that dog, stay, because there's like 90 cars going back. You got to wait for the light. You come to the dog. You never expect your dog to negotiate traffic on their own. Never, never, never. There's no way a dog can generalize and tell anything in that situation like we can. So that's an emergency command that also works at Thanksgiving, peace at home in the household. And we're in a fence yard, and this dog's a superstar in just a couple of weeks with just a lot of attention. It felt like a job at first, but now it's going to be like this dog is one with me and the family, right?
Yeah.
Does she listen to the kids?
Yeah, she will to Jacob for sure.
Yeah,
And that's because of the engagement she has with the kids are super busy. When the kids have time to engage with her more, she'll listen to them more, won't she? She's already demonstrated that with you. Have a great morning. Thank you so much. This is a long video, but
All
it
right.
worked out good. We saw our superstore. Oh, yeah. Is she? Good girl. Good girl.
Place. Good. It's breakfast time, and guess what? It's the best time for you to take the breakfast food you normally would just put in a bowl and put down for your dog, and you and your dog have that bonding time. Good morning, I'm Sandra LaFlamme with Canines for Heroes here with some virtual training tips. And anytime you have a rug, okay, it depends on the size of your dog, but for a dog this size, I just take a normal rug and I can roll it up and take it anywhere with me. And what that gives me is a place. You can come up with any term you want, but you're going to find this used among a lot of breeders and dog trainers where they want to give their dog a place. And that means wherever you are in this place, make sure there's at least 1 foot there, and you're going to be there for up to maybe a couple hours. And you don't want to leave your dog there all day because you got to take them out to go to the bathroom and take care of your dog. But also for our veterans and first responders, now that we've gotten many of them either back in the workplace or full-time volunteering, if they're at a desk for any length of time, they want that dog on place, oftentimes under the desk. But sometimes the dog wants to be sitting. Sometimes the dog wants to be just like, hey, I want to sit here and pay attention to what's going on around me. How do you build up that time on this place? Even if it's a tiny little dog, like a little Pomeranian or a Chihuahua, all dogs can be trained to be on a place. You just got to be consistent. So one of the first things you do is like what I did at the beginning of this video. I brought her on and said place. And I put my hand down on the place and I had her breakfast in my hand. So I let her nose down there and I rewarded her. Good place. So she's been on the place now for just a minute. And you build minutes at a time. Don't go for the big hour. Build minutes at a time. And depending on how much movement your dog has, you're going to have to come with more, not necessarily more reward because you're the reward, more good place. Yes, good place. And you can walk away. Good place. She can look, she can do whatever you want. And we got, oh, look at that. We got neighbor dogs. How fun is that? Now, she can watch what's going on with the neighbor dogs, but she can't move from the place. Good place. And you walk around the place. Good place. This is Cowgirl, by the way. Good Cowgirl. Good place. Good place. Neighbor dog and people are still there. She's still paying attention to me. She knows what's going on. Good place. And you stay in that movement of calm, good place. One of the early fun things I would do with Cowgirl is really overly celebrate with her. Good place. But if I want her to stay calm and stay on the place as I'm doing this, I'm going to keep my voice in a calm manner. I'm Sandra LaFlamme with Canines for Heroes. Thank you. Good girl. Okay. And when I say okay, that means we're done. Have a good morning.